Dear Chad Booth, this is for you. It's also for all the other GMs. Chad actually proposes some very interesting questions and has challenged me. So this video is specifically for all Justice and Life participants, especially the game masters out there. Now, if you've not read the front page of Shaintar.com in the last couple of days, well, really since this morning, you should. It's a really amazing narrative story as written by Howard Brandon, based on his character's involvement in the grand finale of the Thundering Skies Saga as played out at AndoCon. Beautiful story, wonderfully done. And that really says all that needs to be said narratively, but I need to make some clarifications in terms of what is and is not the case for the aftermath. Now, what happened in there, through a combination of extraordinary creative ideas, creative play of a lot of different adventure cards, some amazing rolls, some sacrificial plays, and everything else. The players came up with stuff that just really moved me, and just sort of I tend to go with what goes on. And there was a big effort to not only stop the invasion from the Tempest, but try to heal the land. And they had control of some rather amazing energies due to a couple of things done, not the least of which I got to give credit to my daughter for an amazing sacrifice play where she was totally willing to give up her character to save another and to save the world. And her mother, my beloved is Corinne, who played a card that normally could actually even do resurrection, sort of resurrection, which normally can't even happen in Shaintar. So that and each and every player in that game did something big right there at the end. So what happened was a massive surge of impossible energy flowed back through to Shaintar to heal the land. Now, at first blush, it was kind of like reset button. Everything's fixed except for everybody who was killed is still dead. Because I don't do that. I'm not going to just mass resurrection of everybody. A sentient being has left their body, they've moved on. But I've had to seriously consider some other things tonight in light of some things that Chad has positioned. And really, it would take away the grand scope of the disasters that happened if it was just an easy button. Easy button, everything's reset, and just like Superman spins the world backwards to save Lois Lane. We can't do that. So, here's your clarification for what is the case come the 16th of Red Wolf, and the 17th of Red Wolf, and so on from that point forward. If it is naturally occurring in the world of Shaintar, it has been healed, fixed, reformed to its status prior to being messed up by the storms. This means mudslides, hills that have collapsed due to mudslides have been reset, avalanches, if you will, flooded areas, the natural, land and what have you, anything caused by a storm surge or anything like that. The grass is reset, the sand put kind of back where it belongs. The crops are going to come in. That has absolutely happened. There will not be the massive food shortage in terms of agriculture. However, animals killed, they're still dead, right? They weren't brought back to life. So, there will be a shortage of meat. I'm not saying it's completely gone, but a lot of people got to learn how to eat vegetarian style, or at least heavily supplement, be able to reduce the access to meat in the world because of that. As well, a very important point out here, physical, sentient created structures that were damaged or destroyed, they do not get rebuilt by the grand healing. So villages wiped out are still wiped out. The mudslide came down and crashed through a town, even though the mudslide's gone, the town's still destroyed, or that part of the town's still destroyed, and still has to be rebuilt. So just like people are dead, the things that were built, bridges washed out, they're still washed out. There is still some things that are gone, that are messed up, broken, destroyed, what have you, and they have to be fixed. So that is the compromise, if you will, around the middle there. The natural stuff that, the power of Earth could reset that earthen thing, the power of nature and the spirit, the forest, could reset the trees and reset the crops, heal them so that they will come in. The water recedes quickly, and the rivers and streams all go back to their normal size, and the damage that they did across natural areas is fixed. That kind of thing. But if it was a building, it was a bridge, it was constructed in some fashion by sentient hands, it doesn't get rebuilt. That doesn't happen. That's not the nature of the magics involved. They can't do that. Magic is not that all-powerful, fix everything, reset button kind of thing. So they healed the land, and people will not starve in droves the way we were planning, and that kind of thing. But there's still a lot of damage that's been done. Things that were broken have to be fixed, and there's still all the loss of life to deal with. And like I said, the food shortages will not be what they were planned to be in the aftermath of this. But cattle, right? If we lost a lot of cattle, if you lost a lot of sheep, if you lost a lot of other kind of animals, that kind of thing will be in great shortage still. Because if it was even semi-sentient and it died, basically anything above plant life, gone. If it died, it died. So GMs take that information, run with it. If you have any questions, hit me up direct or hit the forums with this information. I just got off the road again, so it's going to be a while before I get caught up on the forums. I apologize, but hopefully this will help. Spread this around to all Shaintar fans. Hopefully this helps things out. Chad, I hope we're on the same page now. You good with this? Let me know, man, because like I said, this is as much for you as anyone. Thanks everyone who participated. The grand finale was amazing, and we've got a lot more coming. So, come on.